Hey guys, it's Nick here from CLANLEADERS, and today I'm going to show you Guild Wars 2 builds. And today we're going to start off with a warrior, because I am a warrior. And first of all, you want to have a great sword, and over here, so great sword, and these are all your skills. And as you know, you can't change your skills. And for your secondary, I usually used to use a rifle, because over here, kill shot, that is a really strong move, and I can hit around, I think, is it 6k or something with that at level 80, and that fires a lot of shots, and you build up. It's kind of, this skill is kind of like 100 blades, where you keep attacking them. And then over here, it's a longbow, and this is what I kind of use now, because you can immobilize them, and this one makes them blind. And combustion shot, this like burns, and a lot of these bleed and burn, so that's good for like taking down their health over time if I need to heal myself. And for this for the healing, because if you swap your weapon sets, your heal can change. So what I like to use is, I like to use mending most of the time, but you can use healing surge if you want, because when you use healing surge, it doesn't actually use up your adrenaline. It just reads how much adrenaline you have, and then it will heal itself depending. And the level 1, because for your adrenaline you have 3 bars, and if your first bar is full, you basically heal as much as this. So healing surge is always good, but this is what I use. And over here, for PvE, most of the time you just want to stick with the signets, which is over here. And your signet of might, passive, which means when you don't use it, you just leave it. It improves power, and power is, you know, how strong you hit and stuff. So signet of might is what I use. I usually don't activate them, because I like to keep a lot of my things passive, because they are good passive. And where it says gain might, this site doesn't explain what you fully gain might, but you do, I think gain is like 70 power or something. So if you are doing a boss fight, I think activating it will help you. And the next one, I use Signet of Fury, and improved precision. And it's actually, this one is better kept as passive, because you gain adrenaline as active, and there's skills in your traits where you gain adrenaline faster. So I use it most in passive again, and precision is what you crit, and the higher you crit, the higher damage you do, so crit is also always good. And then we're down to these 2 last signets. Personally, I don't use Signet of Stamina, because it grants fast endurance regeneration, and that's dodging. So it can be good if you're versing something like AoE, a person that uses AoE. So, but most of the time I just use the Doliac Signet, which reduces incoming damage, and it gains stability when it's active, and that breaks down like knockback, and like prevents like stuns and stuff, so that's always good. And then for my last elite skill, I use Signet of Rage. This is good for dungeoning sometimes, because you can revive fallen allies, but the reason I don't use it, and the time is actually 240 cooldown, so this is a bit off, but I think this is when the beta was out. And I use Signet of Rage, which you know, it shows there, it gives you might, swiftness, fury, and it actually gives you a lot. So Signet of Rage is good, and battle standard is good for dungeons, so you can revive your friends, you know, so you don't have to revive them and get hit. So that's basically my setup. And for your strength, what I mainly use is your arms is like your precision and your conditioning damage. And conditioning damage is how it increases if you have high sorry, the thing broke off. So what I was saying is, if you have high conditioning damage, it will like your bleeds and I think burns will be stronger. I know your bleeds will, but I'm not sure about your burns. And your position is your crit, so you want to have highest crit possible, because then your crit chance will increase, and then your crit damage will increase, so you get potentially stronger attacks, and then your power, and then your condition variation. So this is what I have on my warrior, and I think it's I have, just trying to find it. Well, I think this is the old builder, so it really doesn't have the new one. So, but what it is V. So we'll just use this for now. Like, see, I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I use 5. I'm pretty sure, but I will go into the game and show you, since this build is a bit glitchy. And then I use fully everything, and I won't show you what, but I'll show you in the game. And then I've got full defense. So that's basically my setup for my warrior. So if you guys enjoyed, please comment, rate, subscribe, and hopefully this shows you how to become a better warrior. And this is just the warrior I like, which is a and defense, you know, so I can actually take more damage and my healing goes up, and toughness is your damage. And then but if you really want to have a warrior with really high health, I don't really recommend that for warrior. I recommend that more for guardian. But tactics and vitality, tactics is good, and vitality is how much health do you have. So the more vitality you have, the more health do you have. And I'm not sure about these. Increases critical damage. So your position increases your critical chance, I'm pretty sure. So with 30 arms, you basically always get crit, so that's always good. And that, if you really want to be a crit person, you can always put that up. Increase your crit damage, you can always put that up, but you don't really need it, since warriors are strong by itself. So if you did enjoy, as I said before, comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Hey guys, it's Nick here again, and I'm gonna show you my traits that I said. So just wait until this opens. So here are the traits. As you see, I've used all of them, and as I was saying before, is over here. So this is what I use for my strength, which is which is here. Increase damage based upon how much adrenaline you have built. So that's basically all you need to do. All these are pretty useless right now. You don't really need them. I mean, if you like to use banners, you can use powerful banners, but I really think that's a waste. And for arms, I gain 40+ precision for each unused signet you have equipped, and usually, see, there we go. You have 4, so that's 40 times 4, which is, I think, 160. Yeah, 160 precision extra, so increases my crit chance, you know, and it's really good. And that's number 1. So if you only want to do arms 1, you know, it's perfectly fine. You still get that 160+ precision. And then forceful greatsword. Since I use a greatsword, I gain might on critical hit with greatsword and or spear. And since I've got max arms and max precision and all this, I have a higher chance of hitting crit, which means I have a higher chance of, I have basically nearly 100% chance of gaining might when I hit with my greatsword. So that's actually really good. That's a good combo you have there. And then critical hits grant an extra adrenaline strike. So basically, these all work together very well. And then I'll always have that adrenaline, and that's your adrenaline strike, which is a burst. And you can see on the screen it shows you how much crit chance, and you know, you get 20% extra critical chance for 9 seconds. And then for my arms, gain 200 toughness when crippled, stunned, or immobilized. So that's actually really good, because if you ever get stunned, they can't kill you like straight away. You have actually a chance to actually get out, and so you can actually stand. And then last stand for defense, it activates balance stand when you're dazed, knocked down, launched, pushed back, or stunned. So that what balance stand does is, it's kind of like this. It's this basically, but you don't actually have to use it. And what that does is it ignores control effects, stun, knockback, launch, knock down, sink, float, fair, daze, and break stuns. So that's really good. And then over here, Defy Pain, so it activates Endure Pain at 25%, which means, I think it's a skill as well. I'm not too sure. Endure Pain, which is take no damage from attacks for 5 seconds. So instead of actually using this skill and this skill, you can actually basically actually have 5 utility skills thanks to these abilities. So if you did enjoy, as I said before, I kind of thought that would be the ending, but this is the real ending. So if you really did like, comment, rate, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. And I've unlocked all of them. Okay, see ya.